coffee's perfect, so I get that's my recipe.
Your recipe.
We in there. We gotta get started. Yeah, we too wild. Yeah, we starting. We ready to start.
Show, sir.
All right, let's clap it up. Right. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Thumb to the Akim. Yahweh Shamar Allah Thumb Hashem Yahweh Shai to the Akwatim. You understand me? We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command General Yohana. You understand me? And since 1969, we have been bringing out the truth of the Bible. And the truth is that the so-called black man, the so-called Hispanic man, the so-called Native man is the true Jew. You understand me? The true Israelite, according to this Bible. You understand me? The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand me? And the devil, he's been the devil that the Bible speaks of, and he's been at work. You understand me? What I mean by that is having the so-called black man, so-called Hispanic man, so-called Native man celebrate and join in all of his holidays. You understand me? That is not for the children of Israel. You understand me? The children of Israel are supposed to observe the high holy days. You know what I mean? Like the feasts of Purim. You understand me? Days of Atonement, the Passover, things like that. But when we decide to take on our oppressors' customs, you know what I mean? Like we had, he hit us with the Thanksgiving, right? And he made the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native man celebrate the slaughter, you understand me, of our brothers and sisters, right? Then after that, we had Christmas, right? He made us worship Nimrod, you understand me? He had us putting trees under the tree, right? Going broke for his day, for his pleasure, right? That had nothing to do with us. And what we got coming up next is New Year's, right? And we're gonna get in the Bible if we should be celebrating New Year's or New Year's even relevant or not to the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American. You understand me? We're gonna start off the top with just to get into it, Proverbs 3:31. We know somebody got it. Because celebrating these holidays, it sparks something. You got them talk a lot? All right, let's get it.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
All right, it says here, Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor. You understand me? If you have an oppressor, that means it's someone who is getting oppressed, right? So who is he talking to when he says envy not the oppressor? Oh, yeah? Yeah, the ones being oppressed, you understand me? Yes, the people here being oppressed by our oppressor, right? Read.
And choose none of his ways.
Choose none of his ways. That means don't be like him, you understand me? Don't try to follow in his footsteps. That's what choosing his ways is doing. You're choosing to walk in his path, right? Walk in his footsteps, do the things he do. But it's not for you. Read.
Verse 32. For the forward is abomination to the Lord.
All right, for the forward, that means like to do these things is an abomination. You understand me? To the Lord, right? Who knows what abomination means? Yeah. Right. Disgust or hatred, right? That means that's abomination. That's disgust or hatred with the Most High by you celebrating the oppressor's holidays that is the worship of other things like idolatry and things of that nature, right? That we ain't supposed to do. But we're gonna get into this New Year. The first thing we're gonna do is when's the New Year in our oppressor's culture? What day is the New Year in our oppressor's culture? Yeah. January 1st. That's January 1st is when the New Year is. When it comes to our oppressor, but we're gonna find out the Bible when the New Year is. Anybody know the New Year is in the Bible? Did you know it was in there? Anybody know it was in there? Well, we're ready to get to it. We're gonna find out. We're gonna start with Exodus 12:1. Yeah, we're gonna start with Exodus and 12:1 because a lot of brothers and sisters don't know. That's why we are, as also Aisha Allah said, Hosea 4:6, we destroy for lack of knowledge, right? Because if we had this knowledge of the Bible, we wouldn't do a lot of things we do because we would know, right? All right. Let's get it. Exodus 12 and 1.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
All right, now he's saying this month that he's talking about is going to be the beginning of months. You understand me? From that, go there, read 2. You read 2?
Kind of still some left.
So. All right, keep going.
It shall be the first month of the year to you.
It should be the what?
The first month of the year to you.
It should be the what?
The first month of the year to you.
Now, this is what should be the first month to the so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native man, the Israelites. This should be our first month. All right, from there, skip down to Exodus 13 and 3.
Exodus chapter 13, verse 3. And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Moses saying to the Israelites, remember this day in which you came out of Egypt. Egypt was slavery. We was in bonds, you understand me, in slavery in Egypt, because the Israelites were the ones in captivity in Egypt, right? They to this day, like they got a TV show called Ancient Aliens, right? Where they're trying to say the aliens are the ones who built them pyramids because it was so to wild, you understand me? They didn't feel like somebody could do it. Right? What we do? All right, keep going.
Okay. For by strength of the hand of the Lord brought you out from this place.
All right, so when us leaving out of captivity in Egypt, he wanted to start from new, you understand me? And we were supposed to remember this day. Read.
There shall no leavened bread be eaten.
All right, and from there we're going to go to 13 and 4.
Verse 4. This day came ye out of the mouth of Salaki, out in the month of Abib.
All right, so he's saying right there, the first month will be the month of Abib. You understand? That's the first day of the month. We're going to get to what Abib is in a little bit. That should be the first day of the year. We're going to go from there, go to Deuteronomy, Salaki. Get it right now. We're going to get out the Zonder Bible Dictionary right now, what Abib means. The word Abib is the first day of the year, saying right here in the Bible. Let's see what Abib means in the Bible. Zonder Van Salaki Van Bible.
Sir. Abib, the pre-exilic name for the first month of the year. After the exile, the name was changed to Nisan.
Mm-hmm.
It fell about the time of our march in early April.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it, sir.
That's it.
So we're March in early April is Abib, sir.
March in early April. That's the day of Passover, right? March and our Passover this year will be April the 1st. You understand me?
That's right.
And that is the day that we remember being free from Egypt. You understand me? So according to the Most High, the first of the year start in March and April. You understand me? That's what Abib is. After that, go to Deuteronomy 16 and 1 real quick. Yeah, go to Deuteronomy 16 and 6. Because January 1st is 12 o'clock ain't, you understand, the first of the year for us. You understand me? That's when our oppressors' New Year start. You understand? Back in the day, they would, like, on the 15th day, they would gather up, you know what I mean, the first fruits and stuff and offer it to the Lord. You understand me? Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Observe the month of Abib.
Observe this month of Abib. You understand me? Observe it. You understand me? Do it. Uh-huh.
And keep the Passover unto the Lord thy God.
Mm-hmm.
For in the month of Abib, the Lord thy God brought thee forth out of Egypt by night.
So the Most High told us to remember this day, observe this day. The oppressor's day is not for us to be observed. He didn't say. Did he say January 1st? Did he say observe that? He said make sure you watch the ball drop. It's not in the Bible. You understand me? But according to this Bible, we start to observe the first of our year on the 1st. You understand me? The oppressor says his New Year starts on that day. It doesn't at all. Let me see. After that, go to Genesis 1 and 5. This is gonna talk about like they we're gonna get out more on, but I'm gonna spit this out real quick. All right. when does their day start for New Year's? What time does the new day start? I'm on
12 a.m.
12 a.m. That's when their day start. Do y'all think the days start differently in the Bible, or you think that's all around? Aliyah?
Probably started different in the Bible.
Probably, or you know?
Yeah, it's in verse 5.
All right, okay. Let's get it then. Let's read it then. Let's go.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
And God called the light day,
All right, now God called the light day, right? Mm-hmm.
and the darkness he called night.
The darkness was like, what was the first? It was darkness, right? Then it was light. Right? All right, keep reading.
Verse 6. Oh, no.
Nah, keep going.
Verse 5. In the evening and the morning were the first day.
Was the what?
In the evening and the morning were the first day.
Was the first day. That means first that there was darkness. Then it'll be light. End of the day. Evening started a new one. So what time does our day start? Over. What time of the day? Sir?
Sundown.
Sundown. Sundown. Our day start like, what is the day? Today is Wednesday. About 5 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, it will be Thursday.
That's right.
According to the Bible. You understand me? Not 12 o'clock in the midnight. You understand me, sir?
What you're saying is absolutely correct. And that's why, like, with some of our, some of the laws about being unclean, you understand? Like, when those times that we are unclean until sundown, you understand? So, like, once sundown comes, that's when we start, you know what I'm saying, the next day of being clean.
Right.
As well as all of our feast days, you understand? They start at sundown because it's technically the next day. You understand what I'm saying?
I got one for that too. Let's go to Leviticus 23 and 32. But yeah, like Sabbath is sun up to sundown, sundown to sun up, you know what I mean? Evening to evening. But that's how it Salaki. I'm gonna put this attendance in the chat. Salaki, I'm gonna put attendance in the chat. You know what I mean? Get your benefits, get your Hebrew name, you know what I mean? Get in all black, get in class. Understand me? If you're not in this area, find ISUPK.com, find the locals play camp around you, you know what I mean? It's not hard. Go to if you're on Facebook, just type in your area, ISUPK, then put your area in there, you know what I mean? And I guarantee you, you'll find a camp leader around there and a brother that'll point you in the right direction of serving the Lord the way he wants to be served. You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna get to the prove what I was saying, evening to evening thing, you know what I mean? The Day of Atonement, which is Leviticus 23 and 32. Anybody, let me know you got on one. Let's go.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls.
You shall afflict your souls. I remember. Who remember the Day of Atonement? Who afflicted their soul this year? You understand me? I was afflicted. Yeah, I afflicted my soul. Most high Christ. You know what I mean? Clap that. Give that a hand. You understand me? Give that a hand. I afflicted my soul. You understand me? All right, you can read.
In the ninth day of the month at even, from even unto even, ye celebrate your Sabbath.
And that's where it was, from evening to evening. Shall we celebrate our Sabbath? You know what I mean? Our so-called blacks, black, and native, the Hebrew Israelites, our days was different. But after that, hold on, we're gonna go to John 19 and 20. We're gonna read the beginning of this just to show this is another one. This is with Christ. But this is gonna be like a couple bars of this, and we're gonna get off of this one. But let's get John 20 and 19. Just to touch home, to hit home on the fact that the brothers and ISUPK, but we teach you out the Bible. You understand? We ain't like a preacher who's gonna tell you what the pastor tells them to tell you. We tell them according to this Bible. You understand me? And that's the way it should be. Yeah.
John chapter 20, verse 19. Then the same day at evening, being the first day of the week. All
right. That's all I'm gonna get there. But did you get it there? Read it again slowly.
Then the same day at evening, being the first day.
Being the what?
Being the first day.
The first day. That's when the day started. You know what I mean? That's just to touch home and prove it. It's through there multiple times in the Bible, like when our days start and when they end, and you know what I mean? But our oppressor showed us different. You know what I mean? Our days start in the evening according to the Bible. But it got changed. And we're gonna get into who changed that. We're gonna go to Daniel 7:25. Because we lived by different rules and we got away from like the Most High and what He wants done and what He expects of us because we fell into we took on the ways of our oppressor, right? We said choose none of their ways. We chose all their ways because we had no choice because it was put on us. You understand me? That's why back in bondage they couldn't do their own thing. They had to do what Pharaoh told them to do, right? And that's what we do now. What you got there, line? We go. It's Daniel chapter 7 and verse 25. Verse 25.
Oh, God, sir.
Hold on, let me get to it, Salakia. Get to it. All right.
Oh, God, sir. Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
And it says, speak great words against the Most High.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
And he's gonna wear out the saints of the Most High. We're gonna go to the Zonder Bible again and get to you still got it? Get sir?
Zonder Van.
Zonder, what did I say?
Zonder.
Zonder Van Bible. Salakia. We'll get the definition of saints.
Saint, a member of God's covenant, people Israel, whether a poet, layman, or someone like a priest who is consecrated to God.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Ecclesiastes or something like that.
NT. I'm not sure what it is. NT believer, a non-believer. I guess that's what that is. It's a lot. A New Testament believer belonging exclusively to God. The saints are the church, people called out of the world to be God's own people.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the Bible, the saints are urged to live lives befitting their position.
Right. Understand me? That's the one separate from the world. Understand me? The saint your Christian church who does exactly, you know what I mean, what the world does, right? What they celebrating these holidays, celebrate these holidays on their own terms, right? When it's against the Most High. We can get back to it though. Read. Read it from the beginning. And we're gonna see who changed these terms and who made it different for us. That we got away from the Bible. We didn't know when the day started, when the day ended for us.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws.
All right, now who changed the times and the laws? Anybody know? He changed the time. He changed the laws, right? What did he say? You can be homosexual, didn't he? Right? He said you can be a drug addict, right? He said he said it's okay to be a whoremonger or put that woman away with marriage, right? He said you can have an abortion. Did the Most High say any of that? I'm on. I mean, Slocky, all of it. I'll see all of it.
You say you worship other gods.
Yeah, all the time. You just had to worship a couple of them, right? Yeah, like Daniel seen it coming. He knew it was going to change the times. It was going to change the laws. And read.
Sir. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times in the dividing of time.
We should be giving into his hands for the times and dividing the times. At this point, like the dividing the times mean the time is like in Revelations is like how they said in that time information to be multiplied, right? Dividing because now we can look on this internet and say we look on this computer, right? We can find out the things that they tried to hide from us for so long that we would never be able to find, right? We would not have to. They had General Yohana and the ISUPK show the brothers and sisters what your pastor telling you ain't true, and they're not telling you the whole Bible, right? That's dividing the times. Understand me? So that let's go to Romans 1:25. And we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it after this. We're gonna get to what we're doing this week for New Year's. You understand me? After this one here, we're gonna get Romans 1:25. It's another it's a lot out there.
I got it.
Let's go.
Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Who did that one? Again, you understand me? It's all over the Bible. Pastor did that, right? And read.
And worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
And that's what we do. Now we serve the creature more than the creator. We worship that baby Jesus, right? We worship that Christmas tree, right? They want to worship the a ball dropping from the sky, right? And we worship that more people in the world. So like no one in this room. You understand? We worship that more than the Most High, don't we? We give that more praise than we give to the Most High. We praise that turkey. You understand me? More than we praise the Most High. But do we know what we're praising? You understand? We're gonna get into it. It is we're praying. It's called Janus. What we're doing for New Year's is a pagan custom, and it starts from someone named Janus. And we're gonna get to talk about. Can you look for that in Wikipedia? Janus, Janus. I'm gonna get it with you. Yeah, I think it'll be the first one to pop up in Google. All right, we're gonna get it.
Janus, Wikipedia. In ancient Roman religion and myth, Janus is a god of beginnings, gates.
All right, right there. I'm gonna stop you right there, and I'm gonna get somebody else. Oh, y'all, get me what a myth is. Now read that again.
Janus, an ancient Roman religion and myth.
And a myth, right? So that's it right there. Is anybody here Roman? Is we Roman? They're gonna be at the end of this week. Everyone's gonna be Roman, right? With their little hats on, blowing their little Happy New Year's, right? Everybody's gonna be Roman by the end of the week. But that's a myth, all right? Say what it is there. Oh, do you have myth for me? All right. What's a myth?
A widely held but false belief or idea.
Oh man, widely held but it's false. And this is like we can look at this we can look in the right on Google and get this, right? You understand me? But we worship it like it's the last day of our life, like it's we're gonna change our lives, right? I don't want.
So a myth is a lie.
Basically,
What kind? Belief.
Mm-hmm.
That's false. It's a lie.
Oh God.
It's a lie.
It's a lie, right? A myth is Zeus and Hercules and them, right?
A lot of this is based on like Roman lies, period. They call it Roman mythology.
Okay,
Not Christ, but it's based on Roman lies.
God. Yeah, I'm here. Talk to why. Hey, boy, get that man in hand. Get out of hand. You understand me? Get out of here, right? Yeah, it's dog out here, baby. All right, let's get back to it. Better what she is. Yeah, when we started, go ahead.
Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God?
Oh, Salakia. Nah, you good on that. We're going to get back to the Janus. Salakia. You can start from the beginning if you want.
For the top. Janus, in ancient Roman religion and myth, Janus is the god of beginnings, gates, transitions, time, duality, doorways, passages, frames, and endings.
All right. When they let's see time, you know, in the beginning, that's why they say the first of the year for them. Passages and two heads. The two head. All right, go ahead, get to the end of it real quick. And I'm gonna break both of them down.
It is usually depicted as having two faces.
Mm-hmm.
The month of January is named for Janus.
See, that's what they're doing right there. And the two heads is like past and future, right? That's why at the end of January, what you gonna do? You're gonna look back, right? You're gonna look back on what happened this year, right? And then what you gonna do after that? You're gonna go forward. In what way? Your resolutions. What you gonna do next? Right? 2 heads are passing it forward. That's what that's what they was doing with it. And that's what that's what they would celebrate, have festivals, get drunk and all that for prosperity or whatever for the next year. You understand me? That's what we do. Out of one.
So what you bringing out is so heavy, right? Because there is no way in hell that a Christian can hear the definition of what Janus is as being a Roman god and not associate the tradition and customs of bringing in the new. They can't detach the two. Mm-hmm. They can't act like having a church service at midnight, you know what I'm saying, on December 31st into the new year isn't, you know what I'm saying, the recognition and some type of ancient practice relating to Janus for the month of January. He's named that. Like there's no getting around that. You're practicing something that's in reverence of another god, another so-called deity that the Romans worship. You understand? Like there's no separate. Like again, the Christian church they try to put a Christian spin and a biblical spin on all of the pagan traditions they have. Like Christmas, they try to say, "Oh, Christmas, no, we're not worshiping, no other stuff. This is Jesus's birthday. That's why we got a damn Christmas tree in the house. We got the house lit up with lights. That's why we're putting presents under the tree. That's why we're putting cookies out for Santa Claus because Jesus was born on the 25th. Mm-hmm. They don't have one for New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Like New Year's, like, what is the biblical breakdown of the New Year's staying up until midnight and getting happy at midnight? There ain't none, man. You're worshiping Janus, man.
Right,
just like the heathens do, just like our oppressor does. There ain't no getting out of that, man. It's a lot.
Wow. Yeah, when we making that bowl of baked beans, what they call it, the black eyed peas. Oh Lord, right? Man, them peas for Janus. And then think about this: how long has our people been doing it? I think we do it more than our oppressor. I don't know. Does our oppressor do it? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think that's just us. You understand me? But check this out. You got something out of all? You got something?
No, I was gonna say like they our oppressor, they do some eating and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like with some research I was doing, they eat like it's important that they eat pork and sauerkraut. Sauerkraut. You ever heard of that garbage?
I heard of it.
Like some chopped up cabbage and onions or something like that. But that was what the colonizer would do for New Year's, you understand, a little more recently. And in the southern colonies, that's where they were rocking with the black-eyed peas, the greens, and whatnot. It's all disgusting nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? Especially to try to attribute it to, you know what I mean, some sort of luck, some sort of damn superstition about, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to make the new year better. And I just got one question. What in the hell has improved all the years you've been eating black-eyed peas at the end of December? What in the hell has really improved? The black-eyed peas working out for you? They so mad. Look, hell, if they so magical, why aren't you eating beans 365 days a year? You understand? If they so magical and powerful, but this is what we've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we resort to because no one has given us answers. There have been no real answers about the true destruction of our people and the poverty we live in. You understand? Outside of the ISUPK under command and General Yohana. You understand? That's it. Salaki.
Oh, give him a hand. Give him a hand. You understand? Give him a hand. Salaki. Give that a hand. Salaki. Yeah, I know back growing up, my mom would tell us, don't walk in my house with no money in your pocket. You ever heard that? Anybody heard that? You had to walk in this house with dollar bills, you understand me, and be broke throughout the year, right? But as the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native is like we're hard-headed people. We rather depend on luck than the Most High. You know what I mean? Not realizing that the Most High get done whatever we need done as long as we serving Him the right way, right? Like thinking about like even the things that go on New Year's Eve. We got drunk driving, right? You're gonna get drunker than ever. You're gonna get behind the car, behind the wheel, late at night, right? You're gonna what we do? We're gonna go to a club. We're gonna party. We're gonna party hard. You're probably gonna have a one night stand.
Right.
What's that right there? That's if you have a rib in the world, that would be fornicating or whatever. Right. For shorty do it, right? Then what else we got going on? A Bubba gonna get shot, right? Murder, right? They're gonna shoot them guns up in the air, right? It's gonna come down on somebody. It's like there's so many sins are able to be accumulated on one night. Like there's a lot of sins that we can accumulate on just one night. Believe that. I don't want.
It's a lot. You keep cutting that. And again, it all makes sense, because they're ending one year, and everybody's lying to their damn selves, talking about how after midnight I'm going to be a new person. Yep. I'm going to do things different in this coming year. Mm-hmm. What's that trash they say? New year, new me. Right? So I remember being wicked as all hell in the world, man. And on New Year's Eve, I would turn up simply because I'm lying to myself, saying, you know what, in the new year I'm not going to be turning up, so I might as well turn up extra. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because this is it. This is the last hurrah. Yep. You understand? And come on, you can. I don't got to explain the types of ramifications that type of thought process could lead to. Mm-hmm. Consequences, you understand? That's why them sisters, like you said, you talk about one night stand. That's why I'm sure these sisters is giving it up. Been a horror all year, and tonight, the last night, I'm giving this box up to the first brother that buys me a drink. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Gonna do something terrible, and that's we can thank our pastors and our leadership for that. We can thank the Christian church for this madness, man. That this is how we're supposed to go about our service to the Most High. This is how we're supposed to go about self-improvement. You understand? It's a joke. It's a whole joke, man. That's
all. This society is full of like wicked things. Like think about when it comes to Christmas, what they got you sitting on a grown man lap, right? Then come New Year's Eve, what you gonna do when that ball drops to the next random person besides of the opposite sex? Who knows what they tell you to do? You know, sis? It's like it. Tell me, what you got to do? You got to kiss somebody. What real father, logical father would say? Yeah, celebrate, party the night away, and the first random person you see beside you, give them a kiss to bring in good luck for the next year. That's not, especially with COVID and everything out here. That's the worst idea you can have. But people are still going to do it, right? If anybody celebrates the New Year, they got to get a COVID test before they get around me again. You understand me? Because COVID is going to spread. It's going to go crazy this year. You understand me? Because we're celebrating the wrong things. Right? We can move on. Get to 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Get to 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Because that's the thing. They have us celebrate these holidays. They need us to celebrate these holidays. Right? They need us to celebrate these holidays so we lose the love from the Father, right? So we lose the love from the Most High, right? If you out there partying with them, you in the same shit they're going to be in, right? So they want you in that shit with them. What they say, misery, love, company? You understand me? Hey, come party with me, you know what I mean? Long they know I'm a one. All right, let's get it.
2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore come out from among them.
He said, wherefore come out from among them, man. He's like, man, get away from them. Stop doing what they do. Read.
And be ye separate.
Mm-hmm.
Saith the Lord.
Saith the Lord. You know what I mean? Read that again. That was Paul right there. Stop doing what they're doing. It's not going to help you out in the long run. Read it again.
Verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them.
Mm-hmm.
And be ye separate.
Mm-hmm.
Saith the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And touch not the unclean things.
Stop doing the things that I tell you not to do. You understand me? Don't touch it. You know what I mean? Read.
And I will receive you.
And he'll be there for you. You understand me? That's all you got to do. Don't celebrate these holidays. Don't celebrate these customs. Stop doing what the oppressor wants you to do to set you up for failure, right? And the Most High will be with you. You understand me? Read.
Verse 18.
Yeah.
And will be a father unto you.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty.
You know what I mean? That's why we got to come up out this wicked system in society, because all he wants to do is be down bad like how we've been. That's why we're the highest in diseases. That's why we're the highest in poverty. That's why we can't get jobs. That's why we can't do nothing, because we celebrate their customs. We celebrate their culture, and we can't, because if I tell my kid, be in this house by 12 o'clock midnight, understand me? I don't care if little Sally and Jimmy and all them is out there at the midnight. I care if my son is out there at the midnight, right? So who am I punish? Them or my son? I'm gonna punish my son. I don't care what they're doing. They're not mine, right? They can do it. Let them party on all night and die, right? But he wants you to act right because you're in his image. You know what I mean? You're in his name. You're one of his. He don't want you acting like the heathen do, as he calls them in his Bible. You understand me? We got 18 after that. We'll get John 17 and 14. You know what I mean? Let them have their holidays. You know what I mean? Let them have all of that. But the children of Israel is not supposed to participate in that type of garbage. You understand me? He wants us to act a different way, but our oppressor would never tell you that because they want you to keep partying with them. You understand? Let's go.
John chapter 17, verse 14. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them.
Said go right there. He gave us the word, right? And people will hate you, right? Man, we on that corner talking about forget Christmas and, you know what I mean, and forget Thanksgiving and, you know what I mean, the Lord don't want that turkey around your mouth, right? They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that at all. They hate you for that. They're saying you're being a Scrooge, right? They're saying you're going too far. What do you mean we can't celebrate Christmas? What do you mean we have to love everybody? What do you mean God only loves the Israelites, right? We're hated for that. Read.
Because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Because we are not of the world, like Yahweh was not of the world, right? Like when I was in the world, like when I was doing all the drugs, right? People, like even my sister, best friends, you understand me? When you're in the world and you're doing things that the people in the world do, they love you. You can be the biggest drug dealer, they're gonna love you, right? Be the biggest murderer on the block, right? You can be the biggest crackhead drug dealer. I could I could tear my whole community down to the ground with crack cocaine, right? But they're gonna say, man, look up to him, he the man, right? Start preaching this word, right? And see how people feel about you, right? Start giving people these scriptures out the Bible, not out of my mouth, not out of Aisha's mouth, out this Bible, and see how people feel towards it. You understand me?
You ain't even gotta say no scripture. Just don't do the practices.
Right.
Just don't show up to Thanksgiving. Just don't show up to Christmas dinner. Just don't show up to the New Year's Eve party. You understand? You'll be talked about. They'll be more concerned about you, you know, to stop doing these pathetic practices. You understand? Than if you were to just continue to, like you said, be a crackhead or be a weed head, be a junkie, be a whore. You understand? Be a liar. Be somebody that goes out and hurts people. You understand? Be a damn child molester. They'd rather you be a child molester and participate in the customs and traditions of this world than to leave the traditions of this world. And that's terrible, man. But ISUPK can leave that world, man. You got brothers and sisters in here that's gonna leave the world with you. You understand? And you know you won't be alone. That's the beautiful thing about this. Brotherhood is a weapon. Is what I've learned. You understand? You know, you sitting out there, you on the internet, you watching this, you tuning in, you in a city that you know you don't know no ISUPK brothers or sisters in that city. You feel alone. You're not alone, man. You're not alone at all. Get in touch with the school nearest you. Come home, you understand? Come home. We got our own feast days, you understand? We got feast days you can come to. We got one coming up in a couple months. You understand? We got the glorious one coming up in April, the Passover. You understand? Yeah, it's no sweat, man. We got our own customs and traditions and reunions and things that, you know, actually, you know, that are worth a damn to remember, you know? Besides some trash about some lies to yourself, about some New Year's resolution. So some damn reason to procrastinate improving yourself and to clean yourself up and to get stronger and to do better and to love your people, man. Wait all the way up until January for a resolution. when the Bible says to choose ye this day, it don't say choose ye December 31st. You understand? Hey. Choose ye this day whom you will serve, man. We got to serve the Lord ASAP.
Hey.
You know,
hey.
That's a terrible thing. We've been tricked into, deceived into believing that we got to wait till January to change ourselves. And everybody break their resolutions, what, in the first week? What's the stats on that?
Hey.
You're wasting your money on that membership. Send that money waste on the gym membership to the ISUPK, the man in General Johanna. You understand?
You're tired. So he's tired. Got a man in hand. Understand? He's so right about that. You understand? They're the beast of the person is the devil the Bible speaks of. I've seen the scripture on that. I just want to pull that out real quick. Let's go to Job 12:7. You understand me? This one was funny to me. Let's go to Job 12:7. Let me find it. The Joy. But yeah, we can't keep celebrating these holidays with them and expecting different outcomes, like different changes. If it's against the Most High, you understand me? Read, somebody got that? Oh, yeah.
Job chapter 12, verse 7. But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, they shall tell thee.
He said, now ask the beasts. The beasts are like the animals, right? The animals in the forest. They know who the devil the Bible speaks of, right? Who destroys them every day? Why are they halfway extinct in every second of the day, right? If they see the oppressor, that man evil. They see him in the woods with his little for sport. You know what I mean? They hang him up on their little joint. You understand me? What they say after the beast in the field? Read after the beast.
And they shall teach thee. And the fowls of the air.
The bald eagle, he extinct, right? Right? Endangered, and then yes, Locky, endangered. You know what I mean? All the what they shoot for game, forgot what they call them, little joints they shoot up, just take them out for fun. You understand me? They know who the devil of the Bible is. They know who the devil of the Bible speaks of. You know what I mean? And they just and keep going.
They shall tell thee. Verse 8. Or speak to the earth.
Oh, speak to the earth. Ask the earth. Who been drilling all into me? You know what I mean? Who been taking all my resources? I can't even grow back. Right. What the earth gonna say, the oppressor? The oppressor. Right? Read.
And it shall teach. And the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee.
Even the fishes of the sea. They know who he is, man. Man, he always grabbing the big net, throw us up, sell us up. You know what I mean? The ocean is damn destroyed because we want to eat all the shrimp, the crab, and the lobster that's supposed to filter the water, right? Like, they even know who the devil. We're not the only ones that said the white man devil the Bible speaks of. Otherwise,
I mean, the damn Chesapeake Bay. You know what I mean?
Oh God!
They having a hell of a hard time trying to clean that thing up, man, to a proper, level.
Oh God!
But it's because there's a shortage in like the oyster population. You understand? Like they. I know that's true. You gotta tell me it's true. I ain't telling you nothing. It ain't true.
Right.
You understand? Like they got scientists trying to figure out why the ocean's so damn, why the Chesapeake Bay is so toxic. You understand? That's because of the shellfish that we eat, that we consume in this area. I mean, we're stripping the bay of the creatures that the Most High created to filter and clean the bay. You understand? And so the oceans, it's kind of terrible right about now. You know? That's like it. All right, we're gonna go to 2 Corinthians 6:17. So I can read that. No, not that one, not that one. Go to Isaiah 1:3. Go to Isaiah 1:3. Get more of this Bible, but yeah. So according to this Bible so far, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native, the Israelites, the year don't start on January 12 o'clock, man. You understand me? That just leads to a bunch of nonsense you got to go through by celebrating it with them. You understand me? So we are not supposed to celebrate that with them.
All right. Motazawad.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Mm-hmm.
But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider.
Yeah, I mean, I said, the ox knows his owner. You understand me? The ass knows his master. But the children of Israel, you understand me, were so hard-headed that we don't know our master. We can't even consider that we're supposed to be following the ways of the Most High and not the ways of our oppressor, right? We got the most spirit when it comes to every holiday, right? Like we want to sing. What was I seeing for Thanksgiving? They was making up new foods. They was doing all this extra stuff. Then Christmas came about, right? And they're wearing all the matching pajamas. That they're running their pockets up, right? We worship everything but the Most High. You tell a brother here, Israelite, they're starting to come around now, but they don't want to accept it. You know what I mean? We're the only people who don't have a home base, if you want to say it like that. Like we don't have our own language, right? We don't have our own home, right? We go from Negroes to African Americans to, you know what I mean, everything else. We don't know where we come from. We don't know where we're going. But right in this Bible, it tells you you're an Israelite. You know what I mean? You're a child of the Most High. You understand me? So we have to get back to these laws, statutes, commandments to make the game easier for us. Like, say if you like football, if you're a diehard football fan, right? But your team loses all the time and it stresses you out, right? You're stressed out, you're hurt, you're sick, right? Wouldn't wouldn't it be a good idea to not even watch football? I'm just using this as an analogy, not saying anybody's not wrong with playing football or watching it, you understand me? But if you're not watching football no more, doesn't that relieve some stress? Doesn't that take something? I ain't got to go to work mad on Monday now, you understand me? I ain't got to, you know what I mean? It relieves a whole lot of stress when you realize, oh, damn, I ain't even got to do this. They told me I had to celebrate Christmas, right? They told me I had to celebrate Thanksgiving, right? My parents are going to be mad at me. My people going to know you don't have to celebrate it. You understand me? Getting back to these laws, statutes, commandments, and getting to this Bible shows you that the things they tell you to do, you really don't have to do it. I don't want.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, these law, statutes, and commandments, these ways of doing things, it's our culture.
Come.
It is our culture. Like, those are the things that make us us and make us better than everybody else.
Come.
Like, it's you know how insane it looks for let's say an Issacharite brother, or, you know what I mean, or you know, a Judite brother to celebrate what they call it, St. Patrick's Day,
right?
Rocking all that.
Right.
You know how out of place that looks.
Right.
You understand? But when it's clearly not, you know, his historical, you know what I mean, identity, you know what I mean, to celebrate such a thing. It's not his. It doesn't belong to him. You know, it tripped me out. Like when I see a Moabite, you know what I'm saying? You know, like you know, doing like breakdancing. You know what I'm saying? Doing the cartwheels and stuff and the spinning on the back and all of it. You know what I'm saying? It just don't sit well with me. You know what I mean? It just looks off and out of place. That's not their culture. You know what I mean? That's how we look when we really, you know, go, you know, with full, like you said, full zeal into their customs and their traditions, man. It just kind of make you look like you know, like a slave, Slovakia. You know what I mean?
Because what God. We're gonna get I think we'll get an Ecclesiastes. Let's try Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 8, 11, and 12.
You saying Ecclesiastes?
Ecclesiastes in the regular blue letter Bible. Ecclesiastes. Salakia on that. 8, 11, and 12.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
All right, because we're not like sentenced back in the day like we would be expediently. Like back in the day, like the things we do was like you could be put to death for that thing. You know what I mean? So since we do things and the sentence like nothing happened. You know what I mean? Like as we giving you this word that you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do drugs, you shouldn't do that. Since nothing happened speedily, read.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
You know what I mean? So because you're not automatically punished for the things that we do, like when it comes to going against the Most High, we feel like it's okay, nothing happened, right? They're talking all that stuff, ain't nothing happened, right? Read.
Verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him. Verse 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God.
Because you ain't feeling the Most High, you understand me? People who don't fear the Most High, you feel like everything's all good, everything's too wild, because the simple fact of nothing happened to you understand me? We say these things, but you're going to eventually, you're going to hit them pockets and celebrate them holidays, right? Eventually, they're going to look up and be like, damn, I'm down bad, right? Eventually, like celebrating all these holidays, doing the things that's against the Most High in this Bible is going to catch up to you. Even if they don't catch up tomorrow, Salaki.
At some point, you're going to realize the beans ain't work.
Right.
The black eyed peas ain't
There you
work.
go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Eventually going to be like, damn, maybe I didn't eat enough black eyed peas, right? Maybe I should have ate them at 12:03 instead of 12:01, right? That's one.
It's like you should have let them simmer long.
Right. Did I add enough sugar, right? I must not have added enough salt this time. You know what I mean? Next year, that's how we do. Next year will surely be better, right? So we run back into that burning house because we think it'll be a difference. Like we'll go broke on this Christmas and think, oh, that was last year. And then next year, it's happening again. You understand me? So the bottom line is we got to get to this Bible because the new year for the Israelites is not Friday at 12 o'clock midnight. You understand me? Our ways work different, but once we get back to this Bible, we'll realize that, we'll understand that, and we can start moving the way the Most High wants us to move. We can pull ourselves away from the holidays, right? Build our nation up, right? And stop empowering theirs, right? We're to the point where we love our oppressor in this holidays more than we love each other. Because of all these things, they make us hate ourselves and love them. You understand me? But once you get out on holidays, you're not gonna care. You're gonna love your brother more than you will love another nation. You will come back to your nation and not care about what they're doing. You're gonna let them have their little party over there, and you're gonna have your party over here. We got Purim coming up on Feast of Purim, which will be in February, right? Then we got the Passover coming up, right? We have our holy days. Get out of hand, you understand? Get the Passover in hand. But all really is their holidays is knock off high holy days, right? Because they always want to be like the Most High. The oppressor always wanted to be the Most High, wanted to be like the Most High. So what they got to do? Make up holidays. Our holidays actually have meaning. Actually is not worshiping but praising things. Like it should be praised and remembered. Theirs is wet paper. Like it doesn't mean anything. Like it's vanity. You understand me? Slocky, if I did it. With that, I'm gonna go ahead pass the class over to Officer Aisha Allah.
All right, the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK under Commandant General Yohana. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Ma'ashara means 10th in Hebrew. That means 10% of any increase that the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. The priest fund, which is a free will offering for the priest, is not mandatory, just whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the Feast of Purim. It is in March. It is March 5th and March 6th. You understand? We also got, again, the Passover coming up April 1st. And we have the Feast of Unleavened Bread April 2nd. You understand? If there's if you got any questions about reservations and things like that, get in touch with the camp leader nearest you. Start making those arrangements to be at the Passover that's going to be in North Carolina. You understand? Raleigh, North Carolina, Salakia. All right. So with that, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. All right, men of Israel, Amadyam, which means stand. All right. Amadyam Shabbat. Amadyam. Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Barakatah.
Yadyam Matah. Hands down. Sar. Turn to the sisters. We're going to give them a courtesy salute. Sisters, Amadyam, which means stand. Men of Israel, Amadyam Shabbat. Amadyam. Barak. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Yadyam Matah. Class dismissed.